Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming in out of somewhat inclement weather as fall descends on Brownsville, Texas. When it is, we share together in a signing ceremony of a collective bargaining agreement. This is the instrumentation that memorializes the partnership between the city of Brownsville and the Fire Association. So, welcome to members of the association who have joined us here this morning. We will hear from our Mayor Mendez, and then we will hear from the association president, Mr. Joe Huerta, to speak to this agreement and the partnership it memorializes. Please, Mayor, join us.
Thank you. And only in Brownsville is it considered inclement weather when it's in the high 60s, right? I almost wore a sweater today. I just wasn't, it wasn't ironed, so if not, I would have been wearing one. First, I'd like to recognize all the firefighters who serve our community of Brownsville. And because of you, we feel safer every day. And I don't think people necessarily appreciate all the work that you do, and not only fighting fires, but also on the EMS side. And that's critical for our community and critical for the health of our community as well. This collective bargaining agreement included a 3-year term agreement with a 3% base increase to the wages each of those 3 years. And this really is something that recognizes the role of our fire department and also provides EMS services. So in appreciation of their critical role during the pandemic, we felt that this was even more important for us to get this done and signed. Through these conversations, the city also increased life insurance coverage to $50,000 for all city employees. And this, we felt, was not just rewarding their personal and professional commitment to excellence in service, but also for the first time, this contract includes education pay, which establishes a stipend for college degrees earned. This professional commitment was already evident in the negotiation process when the association sat down with management to find solutions. And through these shared experiences, we really found the best value and service to the citizens of Brownsville. So I'd like to recognize the city team that worked on this, including Becky Hayward, Miguel Cavazos, Jennifer Avendaño, Ivan Reyes, Deputy Chief Nájera, Commander James Pascal, Marina Zalesi, and Elizabeth Walker. So this is a really important thing for us. Anytime we can get a bargaining agreement like this done with as little drama as possible, that we feel is really a win for both sides. On the city side, we're really happy and proud to support the firefighters, and I know that the firefighters, being just strong proponents for the city, really wanted to get something done as well. And we got it done, so I'm really, really glad and excited to sign this today. So thank you all very much. And I know she's not in the program, but I really do want to give Helen a couple minutes to come up here and just say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I think what resonates with this agreement is the communication and trust that everybody came to the table with. Collective bargaining agreements, as you see throughout the country, are very difficult. Sometimes there's mistrust, sometimes there's miscommunication. But the fact that you came back and you really were open to conversations, real conversations, some of those hard conversations, and being collaborative in the process demonstrates why we're here today. So I'm very proud of our fire department, our EMS, our city employees. We are one city, and I'm very proud of this moment. Congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. How you doing? My name is Joe Huerta. I'm the president of the Brownsville Firefighters Association. I'm a 14-year veteran with Brownsville Fire Department, firefighter and paramedic. I would like to thank Ms. Walker and her team. Everybody that we dealt with, as Ms. Ramirez kind of pointed out, you kind of think of negotiations, you think a bunch of people just kind of screaming back and forth at tables and stuff like that. So this was my first negotiation, and honestly, I had just positive experiences all around. It wasn't so much a forum for us to kind of air our grievances and stuff like that. It was more of just an information exchange back and forth. I think the pandemic kind of exposed a lot of the shortcomings of our department, maybe of some parts of our city as well. So we were able to kind of bring light on some of those issues from our members that don't normally get to express that to, their higher ups within the city. So this whole process was great for that, and I hope that continues. As Mayor Mendez brought up, this isn't just about the firefighters, about EMS as well. And when you look at our department, even though we're a fire department, the majority of our calls are EMS. So if you look at some of the stuff that we got within this contract, a lot of that is kind of front-loaded for our paramedics, which is the majority of our staff. Everybody that comes into the department has to be a paramedic in order to stay employed. So the majority of our guys and gals will be paramedics for the duration of their careers. So this was a really important thing for us. We were also able to raise the certification pay for EMS certifications, basic, intermediate paramedics. So that was a huge one for us. But we do appreciate everything that everybody did for us. Like I said, we really hope that the communication continues. We feel that our members have a lot of insight on things that are going on within the city, not just for the fire department, but for EMS as well, and even some of the other entities that we have to deal with on a daily basis to do our jobs, because our call volume is not just limited to fire and EMS calls. We basically, anything that somebody can't figure out, they call the fire department. So we're kind of a last-ditch effort. So there's a lot of things that we see out there, and there's a lot of observations that our members can make, and we would like to bring those to our city leadership team. So I do appreciate everything you guys are doing. I know that the city seems kind of prone for a huge expansion, a lot of growth. I think our fire department is right on board, so there's a lot of things that we need to do in the future. But I think this was a good step towards just conversation and getting those issues to the forefront. So I thank you for that, and Ms. Walker, again, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Elizabeth, you're like the MC, I think. I think we really I also want to recognize Chief Sheldon, our fire chief. You've been on the job for a few years, doing a fantastic job. I think you really have the backing of your team here, and you don't get enough credit for some of the work you're doing. So thank you very much, Chief. And all y'all back there, thanks for coming, and thanks for all the work that you're doing for the city. I think when both sides came to the table to want to get something done, we were able to get it done. So now let's sign some agreements. Thanks, y'all.